Okay, we've got to talk about the UAP Disclosure Fund's briefing in Congress. It was awesome. Some juicy stuff came out of that, so let's talk about it. Get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments below. Yeah, so the UAP Disclosure Fund briefing, a lot of us were really excited about it. And Anna Polina Luna, Eric Burleson were there. And yeah, it was pretty juicy. Yeah, this is the juiciest thing is this picture that came out of it because Eric was talking about aliens. That's right. Dr. Eric Davis was talking about reptilians to members of Congress. He was like making eye contact more or less with Eric Burleson when he said that. It was awesome. But we'll get to that. First of all, Lou Elizondo unveils a new...
And I just received information on the camera, and I just received permission today to share this with you. It is a lenticular object, and when you look at the shadow being cast, it is significantly large. This is an altitude of 21,000 feet. Taken by a civilian pilot. Now, why is this important? I'll pass this around. I'll hold another copy here. If you could, Kirk, when you're finished as well, please pass it on down to them. This is taken from a civilian pilot, right? Not a FLIR system, not an infrared system, but an average person with an average camera at 21,000 feet. And the object potentially is anywhere between 600 to 1,000 feet in diameter. It's a lenticular object, and it is silver. Now, I cannot vouch for the veracity of this photograph. I didn't take it. But this is an example of one of many, many, many incidents involving commercial and private pilots. And guess what? They don't know where to report it. Guess what? Congress has no idea that this is happening on a regular basis. That's a problem.
Yeah, so there we go. Lou Elizondo unveiling a new UFO photo anyway, captured supposedly by a civilian pilot. And I guess he thought it was good enough or solid enough to bring to their briefing. Details from UAP Disclosure Fund captured near Four Corners at FL 210, estimated to be 600 to 1,000 feet in diameter, silver-hued, disc-shaped. Released moments ago by Lou Elizondo during our Science, National Security, and Innovation panel. Several speakers confirmed DoD and intelligence community hold hundreds of similar UAP images plus sensor files still classified. It's time for full declassification and open scientific analysis. Well, I'll go you one better, UAP Disclosure Fund. They're not just sitting on photos. They're sitting on UFOs and beings. Maybe those guys. Maybe those guys. Yeah, Eric Burleson dropping some juicy bombshells, talking about gray aliens and reptilians. Excuse me, Eric Davis. Talking to Eric Burleson.
What was their size and how many are usually on a craft?
They're typically the multiple species people, really like the Greys, the Nordics. People have talked about reptilians and insectoids. It's not that they're reptilian or insectoid, it's that they resemble to the recipient of reptile or insect type humanoid because they have this a head, four limbs, and torso.
So large, small?
Human size, human scale.
And are there how many are crew?
Well, the Greys I'm familiar with from investigating the crash at Corona, which is misnamed the crash at Roswell. It's not the crash at Roswell, it's the crash at Rosa, Mexico. Those were Greys, those are cool. And the Nordics are typically human size, probably, I've heard 5-6 people. And same with the people who mislabel reptilian and insectoid, they're roughly that height too. I haven't heard anything about anything 7 or 8 feet. Right? That nature.
Okay, there you go. You saw Temper Chet showing up there, where Eric Davis is briefing Congress and everybody that showed up about reptilians, Greys, and Nordics. And you have Tim Gallaudet there. You have Avi Loeb kind of smiling, talking about the Greys and the Nordics. I wonder what he makes of that. Tim Burchett has said, well, he's not interested in little green men. He's interested in transparency. Well, according to Eric Davis, it's not just little green men. It's a full panoply of aliens, and I love it. And now this is in front of Congress. Awesome. I love it. I love it, guys. What else came out of this? Well, let's see. First of all, Eric talking about a large craft.
Craft are consistent in size with the Tic Tac, even double in size of the Tic Tac. That would be up to about 100 feet long by 50 feet diameter of that type. Boomerang-shaped craft, arrow-shaped craft, triangular-shaped craft, and so forth. The biggest ones that have been observed, especially that we investigated at units in 1999, involving Scott Air Force Base. That one was a 600-foot long craft, and it was about roughly 100 feet craft.
Wow. Okay. So talking about giant craft, that's awesome. Also talking about teleportation and energy.
Travis Taylor and I have speculated that possibly they're teleporting energy from a remote, distant location where the energy is produced and is teleported to the craft. And that's how the craft can move around without having to carry propellant or a rocket engine or an advanced warp drive engine on it. That's one possibility that we've.
Okay, yeah, just great stuff. Great stuff. Love it. And let's see, Anna Polina Luna gives us an update on the next UFO hearing.
We have posted dates for the next UAP hearing. We are going to be doing two. One is going to be government focused. We are asking various appointees. I don't want to release the names yet, but we have been getting good response on them. We will make those names known soon, as well as military and or former military that will be coming forward. Also to note that we were told by one of Mr. Burleson's staffers that's helping us to lead out this investigation about someone that wants to come forward in regards to a crash retrieval program. So that's pretty interesting to hear someone going on record about that. Obviously, we've had a lot of.
Yeah, I love when she says staffer. Tim Burchett's over there smiling. I don't know if you got that. But yeah, the staffer is obviously David Grush, who is assisting them with the next UFO hearing. And she's talking about witnesses that will potentially show up. I'm really excited about that. We've heard before that they are working on their own witnesses, not necessarily just the ones that David Grush is bringing. So that's exciting. I can't wait for that. But speaking of David Grush, Eric Burleson says he's got his secret clearance restored. Task Force on Declassification of Federal Secrets, Eric Burleson. Matt Laszlo asks, we've heard different things. What happened with the cancellation of this week's skiff with David Grush? Eric Burleson said the whole goal was to get Grush and his expertise in the room with the skiff. And given that we were on the cusp of getting that approved, and the fact that the other reason was that we had everybody was jammed with meetings, basically we're moving it to that May 12th week. That will be UAP week, because that's the week we're going to get the UAP hearing. But apparently getting the information from David Grush and the skiff will have no bearing or effect on the UFO hearing, which is good, but it also means we're probably not going to get David Grush's witnesses at the next UFO hearing. At least that's my guess. But, who knows? Maybe he means something completely different. But he does say he at least got top secret clearance. So right now he's working on, it's like clearance to talk about the special programs, the special access programs. I'm not really savvy on it. Matt says, yeah, me either, but we're confident Pentagon gave him enough approval to, and Eric says, well, enough to get into a little bit more of the conversation than we otherwise would. So he's got, if not his full clearance, he's at least got clearance to talk about what they need to talk about. Now, you have to wonder if there are certain things that he still can't tell Congress, and there probably is. But there you go. He is clear, apparently, to go into a skiff with members of Congress. Can't wait for that. Can't wait for the next UFO hearing. UAP week in Congress, according to Eric Burleson. So, what did you think about the UAP Disclosure Fund's briefing? We've got this giant UFO revealed by Lou Elizondo. We've got Eric Davis telling Burleson all about reptilians and grays and giant UFOs and teleporting energy. All in all, a pretty juicy hearing. I love it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media. There's Facebook and Twitter links below. Love to see you guys there. If you want to support Cosmic Road in a bigger way, consider grabbing a coffee mug or a t-shirt in the merch store below, or by becoming a channel member. Channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you. Meanwhile, there's plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.